Alright, so I'm in my car today, and it's the 31st of May, Memorial Day. So I think this is a good time to tell this story here. I'll probably post it tomorrow or the next day. I don't really know yet. But I'm going to title it Drunk Driving. And no, I didn't drink and drive. I don't do that. I'm not going to lie and say, I haven't ever done it before. I think one time in high school, probably my junior year or something, my dad called me. He's mad. I had to come home. I didn't want to come home. I was planning on staying for a little while or stay the night, whatever. So I think I had half a water bottle of Jack and Coke and then drove home, and I realized how fucking tough it was. And I was like, yeah, that's the last time I'll do that. I ain't doing that again. And especially if you're on 21, if you're under 21, I mean, you get your license taken away for a while. It's not worth the risk. So anyways, this was my friend's 21st birthday party back 2020, September, October, right around there. Let me see here. So I guess I'll kind of tell you what the party was looking like. It's an apartment. It was right as the bars were starting to reopen up and everything. And I was still 20, so I didn't pull up with any alcohol of my own or anything. I just showed up. And, I figured my friend had it covered, so I was just drinking some Natty Lights or something, whatever there was. And his one roommate in his apartment is from the next town over from mine, so that's cool and everything. He had a bunch of his friends come over, and there's a couple friends from my town. So I don't know, total there's probably 15 people, right? And there's a couple girls. The girl situation wasn't really looking good. The dudes from the next town over is talking all this stuff that I can't really chime in on, and I'm not super close with the dudes who's from my town. I just know who they are. We've been to parties and stuff before, so it's all right. I'm chilling, just listening to music for the most part, out on the balcony talking to a couple of the dudes from the next town over, and it was just a laid back night, just celebrating a little bit. And I don't know, I say 1:30, something like that. Most people start heading out, start going our separate ways, and then next thing you know, friend's roommate goes to his bedroom. It's me, him, and my other friend. So we got a 21st birthday friend, and then the other friend from my town. It's us three in the apartment. And I'd say the relationship with the other dude, not the 21st birthday friend, and I'm just not saying names in this out of respect for him, but so the other dude wants to smoke, right? And my friend whose birthday it was is like, no, I'm not really trying to smoke. And friend's like, yo, hit up people, hit up everyone. So I hit up 2 or 3 people, and they're all like, dude's out. Dude doesn't have any. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really trying to smoke. I'm not the one who wants to smoke here. I'm not that worried about it. I'm cool with chilling here. I just plan to stay the night. I can keep drinking some beers. But my friend's dead set on smoking. He's like, I have to smoke. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. We'll try and figure something out. We can always Uber out or whatever. And he's like, no, he's like, let me just drive your car. So I'm like, okay, I mean, he got here about the same time I did, and he couldn't have had more than 3 or 4 beers, right? So I'm like, cool. I'm like, not the best idea, of course. At first, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. We can just call it Uber. We just call it Uber. He's like, no, I want to drive your car. So eventually, after 2 or 3 times, I'm like, all right. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? He's driving, and I don't really understand the legal consequences in this situation, but from my understanding, whatever happens is mostly going to be on him. So I'm like, okay, if he wants to take the risk, it's literally right down the road. We probably have to pass. We go down to the stoplight, and we probably go, I don't know, probably we end up passing probably 5 streets, right? But the whole drive is probably 5 minutes from this apartment. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, the one friend tells the dude I'm with who wants to smoke, come over. So I'm like, cool, I know this guy, we're super cool. Yeah, we'll just show up there and everything be good, right? It's probably 2:30 at this point. something like that. It's getting kind of late, but we're just trying to smoke and then dip out. So it sounds like a fair plan to me. And let's see, we get in the car. We go down. We make it there a-okay. You know, um, I was just trying to be like real level-headed throughout the whole thing. And we get in the car. He's like, yeah, I just got arrested for a DUI a couple months back. I'm like, God damn it. But anyways, we make it there completely fine, everything. And so we show up and we go up to the door, right? And he's like, wait, the dude's not here yet. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like 2:30 in the morning. How is he not here? He's like, he said he's not here. He said he's coming soon or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, we can just chill inside. And my friend's like, the door's locked. And I didn't check it myself. He's just like, the door's locked. And I'm like, damn, okay. Let's just go chill in my car for a minute. Like, we'll wait there, listen to some music. And so that's what we do. We go to the car, and of course you have to start the car for me to start playing music. And this motherfucker, I don't know what was up, but he puts the keys in ignition, drops them, picks them back up, puts the keys in ignition, drops them. Third time, again, like by the fourth time, he finally got him in the ignition to start the car, and I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, is he really drunk or what's up? So at this point, I'm like having some second doubts, but I'm like, cool. I'm like, if worst comes to worst, I could probably bum out and stay here at this place. And like, I hate that I have to stay with like both of us and bumming, but I mean, it's not the worst deal in the world, you know what I mean? And let me think. Yeah, so we wait around for probably 10-15 minutes. My friend's getting really impatient, so he's like, yo, let's just do blah blah. And I'm like, no, let's just wait. I'm like, come on, let me go check if the door's unlocked. I'm like, are you sure the door's locked? He's like, I don't know. So we go up and I walk in, door's not locked. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, yeah, we can just chill. Like, usually there's people in the living room. There's nobody in the living room. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk up to my friend's bedroom. Mind you, I haven't been here in a long time. Like, I don't know the exact time frame, but it's been a while since I've been up here. Like, before the winter, and like, it was probably 2019, so I haven't been around for a while. Whatever, you know what I mean? So, I go up to my friend's bedroom, open the door. This is on like the second, third story or whatever. So walk in the room, and the first thing I see is a naked man's back, and then a girl's legs. Immediately I'm like, oh shit, shut the door. I'm like, yo, my bad. Like, and then I'm talking through the door. I'm like, he's supposed to be here in a minute or whatever. And he's like, yeah, no, we switch rooms and stuff. And like, he was pretty cool about it. And I knew who the dude was slightly. Like, I think he probably recognized me, because if it was just some random dude who opened the door, you're obviously gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? Why are you here? All this other shit. But none of that happened. It was cool. And I was just apologized. And then we went outside. I was like, we better wait outside. So I don't know. We wait around 5-10 more minutes. And then the homie comes through finally. I let him know what happened. He just, I don't really know what he thought about it, to be honest, because I kind of forget. But yeah, we sit down, and then like everybody like shows back up. I don't know if they were out or like if they were up in the rooms. Like, I don't really know the whole situation, but there was probably like 5 or 6 of us sitting down. So yeah, you know how it goes. We end up leaving about, I'd say 4 a.m. 4 a.m. we end up dipping out, because I didn't want to bum and stay here. Like, that's the last thing I really wanted to do. And we've been chilling for a while, so you know, I figured dude's good. He said, and he mentioned this place we can go stay. So I'm like, cool. Originally I'm thinking we're just gonna go back to my other friend's place, which was also kind of a dick move. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have this stuff kind of planned out and know what you're doing. But then again, it doesn't happen, right? If you don't, sometimes you gotta go on a limb every once in a while. So, yeah, we hop in the car, and he knows this girl that literally lives 2-minute drive. Like, we could have fucking walked there, and we should have walked there, but we took my car over to the girl's place. She comes out, meets us at the car. We go in, I don't know, we end up getting there. I go straight to the futon, conk out on the futon. I'm done. Homie goes back to the bedroom with her or whatever. I don't know. And then I wake up kind of early. I'm like, yo, I'm dipping out of here, and that was the night. But with it being Memorial Day, I just wanted to say, like, don't drink and drive. It's not worth it. Just call an Uber. Just think, like, if you have to call an Uber there and back, say $30 max, maybe you leave a tip, 35. Like, $35 is so much more worth it than your insurance spiking every month because something happened, you hurt somebody else, you gotta pay their medical bills, you total your car, like all this other shit. Just don't drink and drive.